Here's a question for you. What does 19th century playwright Oscar Wilde and Tom DeLonge have in common? When I was writing the original play for Roxie, I was inspired by a quote from Oscar Wilde. Be yourself. Everybody else is already taken. But it wasn't until I saw a documentary about Tom DeLonge and his definition of punk rock, which made everything connect. I just didn't need to tell a story about identity. I needed the loud sound of pop punk to take it home. This is how Roxie begins.
The whole punk rock thing has nothing to do with music at all. And I think kids miss that point entirely. It has to do with the transformation of being one of the group to an individual and having the balls to say what you want to say, do what you want to do, and follow the path that seems fit, you know?
So I've been an elementary art teacher for 15 years now, and for 5 of those years I was co-director of a drama group at one of my schools. And a year before I did Roxie, my co-director wrote a little story about the Beatles. So I was inspired by my co-director, I was inspired by Tom DeLonge, and I was inspired by Oscar Wilde. So I started writing Roxie. So the original Roxie play took place in a town called Pleasant Hill. Very clean, very stuck-up sort of town. Everybody's the same. The story starts off with Charlie trying to get into the good graces of Margot Mayhew, the most popular girl in school, and she wants nothing to do with him. He feels dejected and feels really low. Then this new girl comes to town, Roxie, and she shows everybody that it's okay to be who you want to be. So Charlie, Roxie, and Jack form a band called the Pop Rocks, and they have fun, and everybody loves the new band, except for Margot Mayhew. She tries to break them up by telling Charlie she'll go out with him, but he has to leave the band. Charlie soon realizes it was a mistake to go with Margot. He can't do anything that he likes, and Margot treats him very poorly. He decides to ditch Margot, apologize to the band, and gets back together. And they kick Margot out of school while playing Jimmy Eat World's The Middle, and everybody lives happily ever after. If you are interested in watching the original Roxie play, you can go to the description box and click on the link for @Mr. Films here on YouTube. You can watch the original play and the documentary a former student directed while we were making the production. But once the show ended, it was time to move on to the next show, and the next show. As time went on, Roxie was still in the back of my mind. Roxie always stuck with me because I really relate to the overall theme. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. And how do I relate to that quote? Well, I kind of stopped making stuff for a while. Because I felt this way, I said, I'm gonna make my own YouTube channel and make stuff that I want. So I started with an arts and crafts show, Mr. Mush Makes, and then I did my own original show called The Charlie Dog Show. But it wasn't fulfilling. Something wasn't there. So that's when I returned to Pleasant Hill. That's when I started drawing Roxie again. I'm taking Roxie off the back burner, and we are diving into the deep end with this thing. So what's Roxie all about now? It's about this. When a fiercely honest girl, a creative goofball, and a quiet musical genius form a band, their clashing personalities create chaos, but the music forces them to be honest. For Roxie, the band begins as a way to reconnect with something she lost, but quickly becomes the one place she can't hide behind, the version of herself she's created. As the group grows closer, each member is pushed to confront the gap between who they are and who they pretend to be, because music doesn't let you fake it for long. Ideally, I would love to turn this into an animated show. So until I become a millionaire and I can make the cartoon, I'm going to make a graphic novel as well. The graphic novels will be a series of 5 and essentially be a blueprint for the animated series. I love this project so much, and I'm so excited to share it with everybody. I'm gonna work so hard on the graphic novel and the pilot. I'm not gonna stop. If you're interested in this project, and if you're interested in me, click on these videos every Saturday and you can follow along the journey with me as I create this world of Roxie. And to those original 40 people that subscribed when I had 0 videos and I was getting ready to launch, a big thank you. I'm very grateful for you. And thank you for doing that. It means the world to me. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out so that you can keep up to date on everything Roxie. Thank you again. I hope you're doing well. You rock. Peace.